Welcome back to Gaming Tsunami Tutorials. We're just going through Rainbow Six Siege, and this is our second tutorial. I'm going to go through the beginners learning area where you learn the basics. Just going to do the second one, which is hostage extraction. And yeah, if you're a beginner, just play normal. Just for the tutorial's sake, I'm just going to make it easier for myself and play normal.
In a hostage situation, you cannot be slow and methodical. Once you breach the perimeter, you must conduct a violent and
okay, I'm going to just skip this.
to extract the hostage from a barricaded house.
Okay, there we go. Skip.
Hostage found.
Okay.
Location and secure the hostage.
Now, okay, you can see there's a flare over there. That's where you need to take the hostage. Now, in an actual game, yeah, you may not know exactly where to take the hostage until later, but for now, that's where we need to take her. Okay, I'm gonna run. There's two ways to play this. There's one is like a gung ho method where you just basically go and just shoot everyone when you see them. Using drones is good, but I just find it just takes a lot more time to use drones. Now this is where the action takes place inside this house. You really need to know actually the layout of the land, so to speak, and it's important because when you play multiplayer, when you play online multiplayer, you need to know the maps and all the different entry points that you can use to get in. And so I'm just going to use this one down here. You can see, don't forget the little compass down the bottom panel on the right hand side. You can see I'm in the basement stairs. Now I'm moving into the depot. I'm now moving into the training room. Now while you're playing, obviously it's pretty hard to look at that all the time. So watch videos online, or if you've got a recording or a device, you record your games and then watch it later and see where you are. But you do have to familiarize yourself with where you're going and the layout of the land. That's quite important, especially when you play multiplayer, and if you want to help your teammates, you need to know and call out to your mates what's going on. Now, okay, again, if you don't know what's out there, use a drone, scope it out. If you're playing controller, use Y to scan. And there we go, it's two there. Okay, again, that just helps you if you want to kill easily. So what I do, I don't line it directly on there, because if you move, you're going to be misaiming. So I aim a little bit inwards, so that when I go out, bang, easy. Okay, there's another guy over here. In a situation like this, wait until he says reloading, which we didn't hear that time, but one tip as well, you need to know something called situational awareness. You need to know where your enemies are, and you can actually hear them by their footsteps. See how you can hear footsteps? So that tells you that there's someone nearby. Now, again, just lining that up a little bit inwards, and then go out. Bang. Okay. Now there is someone up here. Hide behind barriers and things to protect yourself. To go silently, make sure you crouch. Sometimes you don't have that luxury though. Okay, now where am I going? Well, you can see there's a little diamond shape, yellow diamond shape. That's where the hostage is. That's your objective, so to speak. So you need to make your way over there. Now, yeah, no one in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I can breach that wall, that door, but it's probably better, especially if you don't know what's on the other side, to actually use a drone. If your drone is far away, just leave it there and throw out your second drone. It's probably easier. So that's my second drone. Let's go in there, have a look. Okay. We can see the hostage, we can see the enemy. There is also a pack of ammo here to refill your supplies. I'm just going to leave this here. And what I'm going to do is breach this door by using the detonator. Make sure you stand back. And bang. Now, in a multiplayer game, obviously, that wouldn't have happened because your enemy would be moving around. But this being just a simple lesson, kind of basic level, your enemies kind of like just sit there. Okay, so that's the hostage. Be aware, if you grab the hostage, enemies will come normally. But and I'll just show you. So once you actually, before we grab the hostage, I'm gonna refill. So just refill first. When you're refilling, make sure there's no enemies around to take you out, because it does take a bit of time. Okay, so grab the hostage.
Got the hostage.
Now see how the secondary weapon comes out? It's not a very strong weapon, right? So
Hostiles approaching. Keep the hostage secure.
so what I like to do is actually leave the hostage down somewhere.
Lost the hostage. Secure the hostage.
Go back to my primary weapon, and that way I've got a lot more firepower. Okay. Let's use the drone. You can switch drones, by the way, if you've got two of them, by pressing the right buffer or the left buttons, so you can actually switch between them. So I'll switch down to the bottom one. Now, as I said, if you don't kill the enemies outside straight away, you'll have to kill them now. They weren't there before, so they've spawned in after you've grabbed the hostage. So, but I like to just mark everyone out. You know, just helps you. Okay, let's see if we can do this now. Okay, these weapons aren't too... doesn't have a very good scope, right? In the actual multiplayer game, you can actually choose characters which have pretty good weapons and telescopes and things. Yeah, this ain't too good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take another route. Was that someone there? No. Okay, let's rappel out of here. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to get these from around the other side. A little bit more of a bit of a stealth tactic. They're not going to expect me this way. And again, if I had the hostage with me, this would be hard. So I've left the hostage there. I'll go grab her later. Let's just... yeah, it's reloading. There we go. Yeah, always use your enemy reloads as a good signal to go out and kill. Should be one more. Okay, reloading, right? So too far. Alright, now what I might do actually here is I can't rappel up there. That's fine. I'll go back this way. Crouch. See if I can see him over here. Okay. When you get close, make sure you're looking down your sight so you can shoot straight away. Okay, where's he gone? There he is. There he is. Okay, I think I've actually got them all. So now I'll go back up and grab the hostage. Look, I'm kind of playing it safe here, really. I think they kind of expect you to actually have the hostage with you when you're doing all that, but
Move to the extraction point.
yeah, it's just not easy to have a gunfight with the hostage by your side and your secondary weapon. It's better to get your primary weapon out, not have a hostage with you, clear them all, and then make it to your destination.
Hostage free. Secure the hostage.
Alright, so that's pretty much how it works.
Well done. Hostage extracted.
Right, so that's the second tutorial. In the next tutorial, I might yeah, go through a few other things that can give you a bit of an edge when you play. I am playing controller, so there is more precision when you play keyboard and mouse. But if you're a beginner, I just find it's easier to play controller. If you've got a PC rather than a console, just as long as you've got Windows 10, you can actually just grab one of these Xbox controllers or the PDP ones, which will be cheaper. Yeah, and practice like that. Alright, that's it for now. See you in the next tutorial.